I just I just finished the video that I've been working on like forever, and I was gonna see if anybody wanted to come on, and I was gonna do a live premiere of that video. So you guys, if you wanna jump on here, I'm gonna sit back. I made a cup of coffee, and we're gonna wait for see if anybody comes on here, and after we get a few, then I'll I'll release my video live, and you guys can. I have no problem with you jumping off the live stream to go watch that video. It's not super long. Took super long to make, but who dat? What's up? What's up, Angel? What's up, Michael? Yeah, I was just doing this live stream. I finished my healthcare video for the Philippines, and I'm gonna do a live premiere. And let's see. And so, if you guys want to watch that, let's see, it should premiere at. Yeah, if you open up that open up on my why are you blinking at me, dude? There we go. And so now you can just click on that, go to the premiere, and tell me what y'all think. Oh, it's it's got about 2 minutes. No, Angela, yeah, you can go ahead and let me turn. Where's the volume on this thing? Turn the volume down on that. No, like in about a minute or so, you can go ahead and switch over to watch that video and come back in the live and tell me what you think about it. Uh, it's on. I think it's only like about 8 minutes, but I'll continue live streaming live while that video is playing. Like I said, it's got about a minute. What was for dinner, Ray? What did I have for? Oh, I had eggs. I had that sausage that I made like a like a country type breakfast sausage, and I had it crumbled up and cooked some eggs with it, and then made a egg and sausage sandwich. Yeah. So yeah, if you guys, like I said, you guys jump over and watch the live stream. I'm fixing to, let's see, switch off of here, go to the live stream on my other phone myself, and I will chat with you guys in the live stream. It's starting right now. All right, it's running. Yeah, I'm waiting to see if anybody shows up in the chat on the video premiere. So yeah, if y'all just switch over to the premiere and watch that, I'll still be here waiting when you get back. I'm watching it without any sound on, so I don't interrupt what's on the live stream. But y'all go over there in the live chat for the new video and comment it over there. Me and Hello Kitty's watching the video. See, there's a live chat going on while the video is playing. anybody shows up, I got my live video premiere going, and so like I'm waiting until people finish watching that and come back into the live stream. So we're on. Well, I'm on section 7, so there's a couple more sections left, and then it'll go back to I'll go back to being live. But I'm do 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 do. I guess I could turn the volume up since no matter what it is, it's still going to be cheaper than the cost in the US. Having insurance just gives you an extra layer of safety and fewer financial surprises. Good. So if you've ever check out the premiere, moving to the Philippines could improve your health, it did for me. Life here is slower, more connected, and yes, healthcare is way more affordable. If you're open to a new way of living, this place has a lot to offer. I'm watching my premiere right now of my new video, and then I'll come back and chat with you guys. Just a couple more seconds. I'll be glad to hear from all of you guys. And until the next one, take care. Who dat? I love you all. Love you all. In rural areas. All right, let me go back to my live. All right. Let me go back to my live. All right, wait for people to come back and tell me what they thought. All right, give it to me. What did you think? Was the information given clearly, or you know what? I need to change out of this shirt. Since I've been working on this video for like, I don't know, like 3 days or something like that. I would and I wanted to have the same shirt throughout the whole video, so it kind of looked like one take. So I would take the shirt off and put it to the side, and then when I was ready to film again, I'd put this shirt back on. And it's Angel said, we decided last night that we are canceling our secondary health insurance so we can get health insurance over there. Yeah, it's going to be much cheaper. And the guy that I mentioned in the video, Michael Alstad, like I've heard about him from a lot of expat YouTubers over here that I trust. Like he's deals very fairly. He's not gonna gouge anybody. You tell him, what kind of coverage you're looking for, and he's gonna work with you. And like he works one of the insurance companies I mentioned, like Pacific Cross Philippines, like he works with them. And so I think what I would do is email Michael. I put his email and his WhatsApp number uh, in my description and in the comment, so that people can get in touch with him, because he's going to know way more about the actual plans and everything than I will. I mean, I could have done an hour long video breaking down you know each age group and payment and for what coverages and all that, but ain't nobody got time for that. So so Michael Allstad is the guy that you want to check out for that. Uh, do you think Pacific Cross is good? Yeah, from what I did, some cursory research, and um, about what companies were like the most respected as far as insurance in the Philippines. And those are the four that I came up with that kept coming up the most. And again, I am not going to claim to be any kind of expert. I'm just giving the basic information, and then, you know, giving people the information they need to get more information than I already gave. So, Michael, I missed this. Michael said, "I like the thumbnail, Ray." Thanks. It took you like, I mean, because I was talking to you on Messenger back and forth, like kept doing thumbnails, and and you know, I don't know if you've ever used AI, but I would have like an image. Did you stop following me? Okay. Uh, I would have an image, and then I would just want like a small little tweak to that image, and I'd tell AI, it's like, hey, I want the color of this word to be this color, and don't change anything else. And then it would come back with like a completely different image, and then the one thing I asked it to do, it didn't do. So like, that's one of the reasons it takes so long to do this. Like, AI is, a great tool, if you know how to word things to get it to do what you want. But sometimes it's, you know, an exercise in frustration, because, you give it a prompt to do something and it does something else, and then you've got to figure out how to tell it to do what you want to get the results that you want. I mean, it's still like, even though it takes hours and hours, it's way faster than if, I had to go on some kind of tool to like manually do uh like photo editing and all that. Like, it just, like, it would take me forever to do it that way. But anyway, let's see. Okay, and Angela says, I will contact Michael. I've also heard of him. Yeah, yeah, no, he's, if you've watched, many expat vloggers, then his name comes up. Like, I know that Michael down in Rojas City, his channel is That Philippines Life. Like, he's done an interview with him. Geo in the Philippines has done an interview with him. Who else? Pretty much all the big vloggers have interviewed Michael. Like, he's well known in the private insurance space for expats. Like, he's trusted. We're currently paying $178 a month for that secondary. Yeah, no, Angela. Like, I think even with, larger coverage, that I don't think that you would be paying like that much. for both of y'all. I don't think that the coverage is going to be that high. And of course, you can pick and choose how much coverage you want. But Gary Walker, hey Ray, what's up, brother? Subject tonight, sir. Well, the subject tonight is my new video. I spent, I don't know, it's probably been 5 to 6 days working on that video, and it's only like 8 minutes long or whatever. It doesn't seem like it would be that long, but I don't know why, but I was having so much trouble. Like if you watch the end of the video, I just put like it's kind of my plan now at the end of my videos that I'm gonna add like some bloopers, and on this one it was rural. Like whenever I was trying to you know re, you know recite the script of the part that said in rural areas, like I just rural area. Try to say rural area right now. You guys try to say rural area. Rural area. Say that like 3 times real quick. See how easy it is. I could not for the life of me. I would be, talking normally and get to rural area and it would just sound weird. And so I'd have to go back and record it. And the blooper at the end, like that's not even near the amount of takes that I did, like trying to get just that section right. And there was, I could have made probably an hour-long video just on, me messing up trying to speak to the camera. So where are we at? Awesome. You did good in the video. Rural. Yeah. It's that's I was trying to give people like a glimpse into, what it's like trying to make a video. I mean, it's challenging anyway to, talk to you, like know like where to look and to not talk to the camera but talk conversationally, like you're right there. um and I'm still kind of learning how to do it, like because I want to be able to connect to my viewers, and you know like I honestly do care about the people watching my video, and I want them to get the information that they want, and I want them to, you know, uh, I don't know, enjoy the experience of getting the information, for lack of a better word, not, have to wade through like some blurry garbage to have the information presented to them. So I'm doing the best I can, and I think I think that this video might be like better overall than the last video. That doesn't mean it's going to perform as well as the last video, but like my goal, I've stated from way back, is always to get at least a little bit better on each video that I put out. And so hopefully I did that. Gary Walker says rural is definitely a tough one. Oh yeah, it's it's whenever I try to say it, it's like I've got a mouthful of marbles. Is rural, it just doesn't come out. I could have I guess I could have just said, if you're somewhere in the country, in the Philippines, people would have understood. I meant rural. In the Philippines country. And it said, I may have asked you this already, but do you know about a good gastroenterologist around Tagaytay? Short answer, no. Longer answer, even if I knew one in Tagaytay, like it's only uh, about, depending on traffic, an hour and a half, 2 hours to Manila. And I actually showed the hospital in my video is St. Luke's, but St. Luke's in Manila is like, probably the best hospital in the Philippines. So, like, you know, if you get private insurance, then then I would go to St. Luke's to see a gastroenterologist there, and all the doctors speak English. Like they learn English. It's in fact in the Philippines, and I'm pretty sure I'm right. Like you know the the official language of like government agencies is English. So um, so yeah, doctors, especially doctors and lawyers, professionals are gonna know English. Like that's part of their training. So you should be able to find someone good in Manila at St. Luke's or what's the other one? The Asian Hospital. I didn't list like all I because I researched the top hospitals in the Philippines, but I didn't name a lot of them. I just said that there were some. Gary Walker said, "I'll just listen for a while, but start going off. But if I start going off on the foods I miss, I apologize in advance. You seem to be a skilled chef." What I don't know about skilled chef. Like to me, a chef, like I'm a cook. Like I like to cook, and to me, a chef is, someone that can like produce all kinds of different dishes. Like, you know, I I wouldn't know how to like sous vide. I know the terms and stuff, but and my knife skills are okay. But chef, like I don't know, like knowing all of the different sauces and how to make them. I don't know. I've watched videos. I could probably do it if I had to. But the point is, you know, I like to cook what I like to cook and what I like to eat and what I'm confident in making. And so whenever I talk about dishes, they're dishes that, I'm comfortable making. You know, like I'll I'll stand behind my chicken and dumplings, my red beans and rice, my gumbo, uh, my gizzards. What else do I make? My spaghetti, the sauce, lasagna, because it incorporates a sauce. Except in my lasagna sauce, I normally use spinach instead of zucchini, but just small difference. Um, my Mexican's pretty good. Like I used to not really like Mexican food as much, but I've gotten where I like it more and more, and I've become comfortable. Like once I start to have interest in something, then like I'll watch YouTube video after YouTube video about how to make this, how to make that, and different like I'll learn a little bit from each one, and you know I don't have like an eidetic memory, but I remember stuff. I just when I put information in, then it gets kind of locked in there. And like I have a theory about see nobody. Okay, make sure nobody's commented. Uh, and you'll love me some Mexican food. Hey, Gino's Adventure. Hello, Sir Ray. Hey, Gino. Yeah, I recently uh, I was recently on Gino's live chat. That was yesterday, and uh, he looks like a really fun guy, Filipino. Of course, he's Filipino. He's super nice, and but you know, a lot of his viewers were also Filipino, and it's mostly Tagalog. And I am learning Tagalog, but yeah, I couldn't follow a lot of the conversations. But anyway, back to what I was saying. What was I talking about? I was talking about what was I talking about? I know it was food related. Tell me what I was talking about. Uh, Saint Rob Marr says St. Luke's Hospital is one of 6 JCI accredited hospitals in the Philippines. Yeah, and I didn't name all of them. You know, but I kind of alluded to the fact, like, if you have serious health issues, then you should definitely do more research on hospitals than the information that I gave, and locate somewhere that's, within a reasonable distance to one of those top hospitals. Gino says, "Thank you, sir. I love that polo shirt." Yeah, no, this shirt, I'm fixing to lose this shirt because, hold on. Michael said, "Okay, I'm back. Had to brush my teeth, ready for bed, exhausted." I hear you. Uh, I just finished a cup of coffee. I'm kind of wound up, and y'all cover your eyes. I'm thinking I need to get out of this shirt because this shirt is like way too tight for me. My laundry fell down while I was. Oh, I forgot I had to take the microphone off of this. Y'all probably can't even hear me. Let me switch the microphone. Put on a looser shirt. Oh, that's much better. Yeah, that shirt right there is that shirt right there is just a little bit too tight. Uh, I had to. I'm getting too much boobies. I don't know. It was like busting open. Okay, let's see. Let's see how many comments I had about. Don't be stripping, boy. Yeah, no, I knew somebody would make a comment about that, about my pasty white skin, but I had to put on a looser shirt. Oh, this shirt right here, look. It's from South Padre Island. There's a place called uh, Porky's Pit Barbecue, and see on the back says says I like pig butts and I cannot lie. Like me some good pork butt. But yeah, what was I talking about before I went over there? Oh no, that's right. Gino said something about my shirt. Michael said, "Why is when I like your video, it doesn't allow me to, shows 0 likes?" I noticed that too. Like, even whenever I like my own videos, uh, sometimes it takes a minute for it to actually show up. Which, if you guys want to like this live stream, that'll be all right. And do. Angel said, "I've been to Porky's." Oh yeah, like I used to live down in Brownsville, Texas, and I also lived on South Padre. And when I lived on South Padre, you would go to this bar every once in a while, and they would have like their mobile thing set up outside, and have a beer and go out and get some like brisket or something to bring back in. That's good stuff. I'm definitely you are too. You're definitely gonna miss like good brisket when you come over here, because it's not even though I know that your husband likes to grill and all that, just finding maybe at SNR you might be able to find a beef brisket. I don't know. I'd have to check. And I think locally you might get it, but it's not the same. Like the beef's not the same. The beef in Tagaytay is better than, you know, probably 90% of the rest of the Philippines, but it's still not as good as, you know, like US beef or even Australian beef, Japanese beef. Like those places just have a better quality. Okay. Michael says, your new video you just published. Oh, okay. Gino's more viewers up. Oh, awesome. Something Michael said, liked. Give Ray a like. I was able to like your live stream. Awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. And you know, I'm probably not, you know, like I'll talk to you guys as long as you want to talk, but you know, if you're just, you know, watching to be supportive, like I'll give you a pass to check out whenever you get tired, because you know, the only purpose of this live stream really was just get a few people to actually watch the video as I released it. And I think maybe that might help with, you know, the algorithm, that, you know, if it's getting those early views, then why is that blinking? Can you hear me? I think I'm gonna have to, let's see. I'm gonna try something here. Okay, well maybe I'll leave it on, but I don't know if you can see on my mic. It's blinking red and the little receiver is blinking red. So I don't know, because I've been recording, you know, for hours and hours, and I don't know if maybe this mic is starting to go. In fact, I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and switch it out. I've got my other mic here. Let's see. Okay, all right. Let's see if this procedure works. I'll put this one back in the case. And all right, can you still hear me? Test, test, test. Okay. So yeah, I switched out my mic. What video are you referring to? My bag. I just joined the live recently. Hey, John C. Listening at work. Well, I'll try to keep my content from being NSFW. All right, thanks, Michael. Yeah, you can still hear me. Yeah, I went ahead. I wanted to go ahead and switch out my mics because I've been, like I said, I've been recording with that one all day. But Gary, you said, what video are you referring to? Gary, I thought I saw you in the chat for the live premiere. My new video about healthcare and you know, being healthy in the Philippines. Like I did a live premiere for that video, and I started this live stream so that I could get a few people to go start watching it whenever I put it live. And so, some John C, you missed out on the premiere. There was like a party and balloon. No, there wasn't any of that. It just, it's just whenever I started it and made it go live. And, but, it's even that's a big deal for me because I, I think on my, I think I've done that on like my last two videos, and both of them, I believe I was the only person watching my own, premiere for my video. So it was nice to have other people actually in the chat while my video was playing for the first time on YouTube. And, it was kind of a big moment for me. And, hey, I'm not going to forget you guys that were there, my first people there at a video premiere. Gary said, I don't think I saw that, or I joined last second. My bad. Keep on trucking, brother. That's all right. I mean, you can watch it when you watch it, Gary. Hopefully you watch it, or if you don't want to watch it, I'm still gonna love you. But yeah, I know that you showed up. I think maybe you clicked on that video and thought maybe it was a live chat, but the video was playing. I don't know, but I if I remember right, I did see you comment while the it was like at the very end of like the premiere. So if you want, you can go. It's going to be up public now forever, or but you can watch it at any time. Like I said, I just wanted to get a few people in there, as I started it, to watch it live with me. And it means a lot. I know Michael and Angela, you guys were there, and like I said, I'm not going to forget it. But let's see what we got. Angela said, you'll need to share with us the good restaurants in Tagaytay when we go there in October. Yeah, absolutely. Eventually, I'm like, there are, restaurant videos about Tagaytay, because Tagaytay is kind of a foodie place. It's tourism, but one of the big things is like food culture in Tagaytay. There's like every place says that they've got the best bulalo, and so like the big dishes here, like bulalo, kari kari. Kari kari is like it's normally they have beef kari kari, and it's like a beef with like a peanut sauce, and it's kind of weird to me. I mean, a lot of people really like it, but me, like beef and peanut butter, it just, I don't know. It just doesn't fit my palate. But a lot of people love it. So, I mean, you might love it. But yeah, there's lots of great places here to eat, and close to me, like across the street. I can walk across the street, and there's 6 or 7 different restaurants that overlook, the tall lake and the volcano. It's got views. So Gary Walker say, yep. Gary Walker, are you close to a small town named Alfonso? Alfonso, my buddy lived there. Yeah, I think Alfonso is somewhere on the outskirts. Like there's quite a few little towns that are kind of like around Tagaytay. and then Santa Rosa and Nuvali and all that is like uh, down the valley, uh, you know, kind of on the lake. Like Tagaytay is, I think it's like 2,000 feet elevation, and it looks over the lake and the volcano and all that. But yeah, Alfonso is somewhere near. Angela, I cannot have anything spicy at all. Yeah, no. In the Philippines, uh, mm, I'm trying to think if I've had like. There's nothing really spicy. I haven't. Michael, maybe you can chime in. Michael, have you had any dish that's spicy in the Philippines? Because I can't think of anything. Like, I'm sure someone can make something spicy, but at restaurants, it's not like Thai food. Like Thai food, they have different dishes that are spicy. They use the Thai peppers, and you know, there's spicy Thai dishes, but Philippines, I can't think of really too many dishes that are spicy. Michael says, "What made you choose to live in Tagaytay?" Weather, absolutely weather. Yeah, I told that story before on a live stream that I came to visit the Philippines and landed in Manila, spent a couple days in Makati, and I liked the spot that I was staying in Makati. There was this little breakfast spot like right next to the hotel. It was like 24-hour breakfast, and they had some of the. It was my first experience with Filipino, but I loved their breakfast, and especially they had like a watermelon shake. Oh, it's so good. I mean, I love watermelon, but like Angela, I'm telling you, when you get over here, get yourself a watermelon shake. You won't regret it. Every place that I've had a chance to have a watermelon shake in the Philippines, they're the bomb. Like if I go to a restaurant and there's watermelon shake on the menu, that's going to be my beverage. But anyway, back to my story. So I stayed in Makati for a couple days, and then traveled to my girlfriend's province, which is in Oriental Mindoro, like near the bottom. Bongabong is near Bongabong, Oriental Mindoro, and it's still weird to me to say Bongabong. I think the actual name of the area is Anilao, Anilao, Anilao in Oriental Mindoro. And if you don't know, like Mindoro is the island below Luzon. Luzon is the big island that has Manila and Tagaytay, where I live. I'm on the island of Luzon. And south of Luzon is Mindoro. Took a ferry over to Mindoro, landed in Calapan, and then took a long uh, bus ride. Well, it was actually like a van down to my girlfriend's province. And you've seen video. If you've seen some of my like very first videos where I'm walking, walking around like in the jungle, that's where I was. But the whole time I was sweating from the time I landed in Manila. Excuse me. The time I went down there and then got back to Manila, like I was dying the whole time. So when I got back to the States, I started researching cooler places in the Philippines. And of course, Baguio popped up and Tagaytay. Never heard of Tagaytay. So I started doing research because that's what I do. I get interested in something and then I go down a rabbit hole and I research everything about it. What I came up with was Baguio is a little bit more of a tourist destination than Tagaytay. And so I didn't want that. And I'm glad. Like, Tagaytay is a tourist destination too, but it's it's super quiet. Like during the week, hardly anybody's there. And then on the weekends, people come, and it's nice to see people, but it never gets to me, it never gets super crowded. If you're wondering why I just waved at you, my little robot buddy uh like recognizes hand signals, and whenever I'm like going like this, let's say if I go like this, all right, see, now he stopped following me. So if I go like this, then he starts following me again. So every once in a while I'm doing stuff with my hand and he'll stop following me, and I gotta tell him, hey, start following me again. So I'm not waving at you, I'm waving at my little robot buddy here. Michael said Che makes a lot of her Philippine food with red chili peppers. Yeah, I'm sure that's a choice, and you probably like, a little bit of spice, so that's maybe she does too. But for the most part, like if I go to like a restaurant, they'll have normally they'll have they serve you a little plate that has calamansi, which is basically like Filipino limes. So they'll have limes and the little red chili peppers, and you squeeze the lime juice and like chop up the chili peppers and put some vinegar and make you like a little bit of sauce to eat with your food, but it's not in the food. You choose like how much peppers you want, but when they serve at the restaurant, it's not spicy. Angel said, I love watermelon. Can't wait to try the avocado shake too. Yeah, they have like, mango shakes, papaya shakes. Like they're all, like fresh. Like, I mean, fruit over here is like super abundant, and it's all good. Like I said something. Was that? It might have been on my last live stream. I was talking about bananas because in the states I didn't like bananas. Like they didn't seem all that sweet, and they always left like a waxy film on the roof of my mouth. But bananas over here, and they've got, I don't know how many different varieties of bananas. Like they have like a little bit of a different taste to each one, but they're all good. Every banana I've tried, that's ripe, has been delicious. Uh, Gary Walker says, hold on, let me clean my glasses, Gary, because for some reason they're fogging up. Let's see. Gary says, what does Gary say? Gary says, Celine Lubayo peppers here in uh, Bacolod and what is that? Ramblon regions grow wild, hotter by far than the jalapenos, but it does seem that most Filipinos don't like spice. And Michael said hello to Gary. Yeah, that was exactly my point, Gary. Like, you have the option. You can make your food spicy, but every restaurant that I've been to, like, I haven't even seen on the, like, how some menus they'll have like a little pepper by the dish to let you know it's spicy. Yeah, there's no dishes like that with peppers next to it, because like restaurants just don't make their food spicy. They do give you peppers and stuff where you could add spice to your food if you wanted to, but the long-winded explanation to Angela's question is normally food's not spicy anywhere that you get it. at a restaurant. Michael said, well, Ray, sorry, but I'm going to call it a night. Long day from live stream, then also gym and lots of walking. Night, Ray. Night, Michael. Glad you stopped by and was supportive to me. You know, I'm going to be there for you, but you have a good rest. I'm going to call it here probably pretty quickly as well. Hey, Mike, how's it going, brother? I'm going to call it a night. Enjoy the live stream. All right. Love you, brother. Have a good sleep. And yeah, I'll wait for like 2 more minutes. Y'all get in. If you have any last minute questions, I'm here for it. If not, then we are gonna. Okay, Gary says take care all. Gary is popping out too, and that's my cue. Angela, Gary, Michael, whoever's still here, John C. If you're still listening at work, man, I appreciate all of y'all. And it is what, almost 9:45. I've been up since about 5, so yeah, it's about time for me to call it a night and get some rest. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Who dat? Love you all.